Mm, 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 mm. Check mic test. What? Okay. Where's that? It's somewhere here. It's this one. Yeah, I should have. Yep, it's not. Oop, someone's there. Hey there. How's it going? I hope I can see who's in here though. Ugh. Cringy Kings, oh hi. Are no problems with my audio? Are you able to hear me just fine? Oh, there you go. Brother. I do this around this time. Saturdays or Sundays, just, talking about sets. Any new sets with you guys? You're mean man, what's up? I'm good. I have the it's so crazy. I don't know. So they have so I have this Sansier memory, okay? Before it was Sonic Memory, like the single DDs, if you remember those stuff. Sonic Memory. And suddenly, I don't know if they changed the name or if it's a misspelling, but it's been their like fifth release now, and it's Sansier Memory. Sanse Mary, but it says here our sonic memory, so it really doesn't make sense. And I think like maybe one of their agents like maybe spelled it wrong when they filed for a renewal of business or something, and just Sanse Memory. Oh, 61T? Is it the Dragonfly? 61T? I think it's the dragonfly, I think. Not the butterfly. Oh, it's the butterfly. I don't like the butterfly. Do you like the butterfly? I don't like. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people like it. A lot of people shield it. When I heard it, it's like, man. I don't know. Maybe the bass is. Yeah. Yeah. Like, why people shield this? It's crazy. Yeah, it's price to performance. It's just yep. Name a car for what an edit. What do you mean name a car? Erica Hernandez. Right. How about the Tanch Gym? There's a new Tanch Gym now that's Mazda. I have a Mazda. There's a new Tanch Gym now that's going like it's getting rave reviews. What is that? Like Tanch Gym, forgot the name. Zero, is it Zero Ultima? Yeah. But isn't Zero Ultima What do you mean bet? Do I need to bet? Yeah, yeah. Oh, hi there, Dugaswar. It's man, it's not really, it's not the same as other people's live. This is just like chilling, like talking about audio and stuff. I have a question there, like what's your next purchase? It's really just about like casual talking, and I don't know, like last week, the topic went really, really far where we're talking about religion and stuff. It's so far from audio. I feel sorry for people who check the title and then catching me talking about other stuff. But yeah, anything is okay. I just, like I just put the title in there, like Sonic Memory. They sound good. How much is this? What's this? Sansei Mary SA500 SW500H. It's a 1DD4BA. It's six. Oh, is it? 72 $72? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I'm Filipino. Um, but I'm not in the Philippines. I'm in the U.S. now. So, right. Namaskar. Is it? Like, I don't know, like, Indian, is it namaskar or something? I do yoga. So I'm just wondering if, does everyone in India do yoga? Yes. How's the tour going there in, like the audio tour in Cebu? I'm from Cebu, Philippines, so yeah. And when I was in the Philippines, I was managing the Philippine tour from Hi-Fi Go. Um, it's not that I'm not their employee or something. It's just you know, like their contact. The thing about the thing about a lot of people think that we're getting paid, right? I wish. I wish we get paid to do reviews for them. So you want to know how? Okay, all right. Are there a lot of viewers yet? Okay, so this is how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna spill a secret here. Do we get paid? Um, Let me establish first. It's a business. It's a business driven market. Okay. And the ones that are giving review units are not usually the makers. It's usually the vendors. Okay. So there's the maker, and then there are the vendors. Um, of course, um, the makers they're also selling. Like they also sell their stuff directly, or like you can buy it directly from them. Let's say high senior Mega 5P before they even sold their Mega 5 ASTs. There was no vendor taking them because they're small, and usually this is the case. Vendors, they're they're the rich, they have a lot of cash, and when you when they do orderings, there's usually minimum order. That's just how it is in business. There's a minimum order, MOQ. Um, and it depends on the vendor, like, and it also depends on the maker. Let's say the minimum order is, let's say, 50, and we'll give two extra free, and those two extra is, I don't know, like, for the reviewers or replacement or something. It depends. um I know that because I was in the vape business before, and that's how it is. When there's minimum order, and we give free like 10 bottles of vape juice or something. But anyhow, that's how it is. And so, like, say for example, 100 in every 50 order, there is one free IM. And so, like, say for example, they order 250 units, then they've got five free, and those five free, of course, they're gonna give it to reviewers or something. So usually it's the what's this one, the vendors that are giving the review units, and it's a little bit limited, depending on depending on the maker, how many free units the maker is giving. So um are we so if the units are, for example, in my case, Hi-Fi Go, if I praise the Da Vinci, it doesn't make, if I praise the Da Vinci and people say I'm getting paid, from who? Is it from Hi-Fi Go or from Duno? You know what I mean? Because, like, if I'm getting paid, well, of course I can put links in there, but people can buy Da Vinci from other vendors as well. They can buy it from Linsol. Um, so yeah. Otherwise, I mean, if it's real, we're not. Oh, I hope we're getting paid. But yeah, it's, I don't know who, but, and say for example, HBB or Timmy or um, Paul. If you're getting those many views, it's getting paid is, it doesn't make sense. I mean, I think their revenue from videos itself has a more impact than being paid as a reviewer. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, I respect if there are conspiracies on, like, getting paid or something. It's an opinion. It's a freaking opinion, man. So yeah, there's I don't know. I'm not sure who is getting paid, but if I were a vendor, I wouldn't do that. Why would I pay someone to say good things about a product, or. I just ask someone to do a review for me. Like, I can give it to a friend. Like, so no, there's no paid review. Like, the IM itself is kind of already like a payment, but even then, like, there are IMs that we have to return. Um, like, for example, on tours, I don't get to keep everything. Like, I don't keep them. I give them to someone who wants the signature. I mean, like, you know. So yeah. Um, Also, like, oh, where was I? I'm lost now. But yeah, there's no really, I don't know, but I respect people's opinion if they think that some reviewers are getting paid. That's their opinion. But nah, like, I earn more. I don't know how much they pay. I earn more on a daily basis, and even if they paid, I probably won't accept it because I can't say for example I don't like an IEM. It's so hard to defend it, you know. And I have objective data, and when I put my graph in there, and it's so far from my target, and I say I like it and I recommend it, it wouldn't be like, you know. That's why in my reviews I have objective data, see the graph, and subjective. Well, it may fall on the subjective, but still, like, there's really no sense. Um, but yeah, right. So yeah, that's my secret in reviewing. We don't get paid. If you think we are, that's your opinion. Um, I'll just laugh about it. Cause I do shill, and I it sometimes I can be very compelling, and this is how it is. Oh, I forgot. Now with reviewers, okay, with reviewers, I think being paid is the least of their concern, and I think the reviewers, it's more about who gets to upload the video first. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, who gets to upload the video first? Because of course, the one who uploads the video first gets more views, okay? And I don't know if hey blink, is that? No, it's not. I thought yeah, your logo looks like the logo from what's that cable? Man, Effect Audio. I was like, is this a guy from Effect Audio? Right, so going back. So it's yeah, who gets the views? Um I have to be honest. I mean, we use Facebook, right? Like, and that notification thing change our mm, like dopamine reward system. It's like, you know, that's why we continue scrolling and see the notification. Are you aware of that? Like our brain is being rewired by the social media notifications. Although I'm not paid, I don't get paid with my videos. Um, but looking at views has a similar effect to like a social media for me. So it's like, oh my god, you know. But for me though, it's more of like my message has been spread to people, and I started reviewing because of that. I was in Japan at that time. I was writing mini reviews of IEMs that I could try when I was in Japan. I started with writing. Um, writing, I like to write. But now there's this issue of like AI doing stuff and writing. Yeah, that's gross. It's yeah, it's and so I'm changing the way I write now. It's not like uh bass mids treble. Nah. I don't do that anymore. In fact, I don't know, like the way I write, it's more of like literary than objective take. So, but yeah, I might write someday. I'll write again. Blink blick. So yeah, that's how it is. Um, if I know if you want to be a reviewer, yeah, it really depends. You can either write or do videos. Um, you have to have a kind of like I don't know if you do video reviews, you have to have like a space. I don't know, like it's a niche. This is a niche market, you know. You have to have a certain like theme in your videos. You know, like if it's HBB, you know it's HBB because of the background and his desk, right? And when it's Crin, you know it's Crin um, because of the background again. Of course, the person itself. If it's Timmy, and it's audio and it's Dave. Man, Dave's production is just ugh. Don't you agree? You know Dave? Audio in. I think he's underrated, man. Like, I mean, video wise. It's. Well, he may have very good gear, but dang, his videos are. It's so silky smooth and. You know, and he's a drummer, he's a musician. Um, I trust his take. I think. I mean, I think he's a musician, right? He's a drummer. A lot of us are drummers. And hobby talk, you know, it's if it's hobby talk because of his what's this one? Uh, Pad, desk pad, and his takes are really short, direct to the point, done, you know. And it's welcome back, it's Paul. Welcome back with a paper. That's Paul's signature in there, you know. Um, it's fun to. I might do some like impersonation, you know. Welcome back. Mark, Mark, of course. He does comparison, you know. His videos are very. It's not lengthy, but it's more it's detailed, like build, unboxing, and comparison, stuff like that. Who else though? Vortex. Yeah, Vortex is British accent. Always the same background. I think it's doing it on his table or something. But yeah, he's got a lot of, you know, direct to the point. He's got a lot of timestamps. I know it's Vortex if it's got a lot of timestamps, like 20 timestamps. Like, man, this guy's so hardworking. Like, I even got tired working on my times. I'm like, yeah, I, yeah, I know time. It's Vortex, like the timestamps. Vortex. Who else though? Let's see. Of course, Jay. Jay. He's got with the glasses too. Uh, Jay's his content is pretty straightforward too. And a lot of comparison. Me, I'll just stick with my format now, like the objective data, and then my scoring. You can score with me, You can use my scoring to kind of like gauge where the IM is, where the IAM is. But yeah, the thing is, it's so easy. My scoring's so easy. It's just like it's either you like it, you love it, you don't like it and hate it, or in the middle. Oh, Andy. Andy, yeah, thanks for reminding me, Pepper. Andy's reviews are it's detailed. Yes, it's detailed. I think he recently got like a system, man. Oh. So his take is what I like about Andy is like even before, like let's back when I don't know 4 years ago, Andy used to write. He's one of my inspirations in writing. I know like he could write 10 pages and you could hear the I am just by reading. It's crazy. And he's very passionate about audio. Um, he doesn't graph. He doesn't read graphs. Um, and I know he understands graphs, but he doesn't. Because he's so black and white, and we know that graphs are not everything, right? And I understand that. I take that graphs are not everything because there's so many factors to it, like um, the measuring rig, and like there's so many. The DAC you're using, the ear tip, just a lot of factors to it. And so because Andy is so black and white, it's either or. I know he acknowledges graphs and he'll have an idea on how it graphs, but hey, if it's tainted with gray zone, I just don't believe it. It's just no, I'm not gonna read it. But I know he can not really read, but like when he looks at graphs, I know he has an idea on how it sounds. But because of that, like graphs are so like it's not 100% right because there are inconsistencies. Then I'll just dismiss all the findings from graphs overall, and that's what Andy's principle is. Um, there are people who refuse to read graphs, and I mean, yeah, but graphs are also science. Um, and it's probably Andy that I respect when it comes to not reading graphs because I don't know. He's just his principles are just like um. There are people who refuse to read graphs. Um, they just refuse science. It's freaking science. And I know I understand there are inconsistencies with graphs. And that's why I have objective and subjective take in my reviews because when I graph them, when I show you graph, it's from my rig and objectively how does it sound in comparison to how I graphed it? That's the objective take. And most of the time, 90% of the time, if the bass is high, it's going to be high on listening. Um and like some people they refuse to read graphs. Yeah, I like yes, when they EQ their IM to the FR graph of the yep, that one too. It's okay to acknowledge graphs, but it's science, and it's just when you learn it, it's just gonna be you're gonna learn a lot from it. You won't be a wizard, but at least you know how you would EQ depending on how it's graphed, PQ or something. Um, but hey, if you play music, you're not gonna be afraid of EQ because that's your friend. You like fiddling with tones. Uh, you're gonna EQ anyway, and that's why audiophiles and musicians always would have a clash on tone or something because like if you're a musician you don't care the hell I care with EQ. I do that but with some like like solid audiophiles it's like they just want to hear it from the source, like the untouched and come on, man. Like even mastering, they EQ it. It's crazy, dude. Like when you mix a song, it's EQ'd. If you've ever heard a raw recording, you're not gonna enjoy music. And I bet most audiophiles or hobbyists, they've never heard a raw recording. You EQ it. What do you mean? You EQ everything. You EQ the cymbals. It depends on the mic, of course, but you EQ them. That's why it's called mixing and mastering. You EQ them, and like depending on the cymbal placement, like that. There's panning and everything, and panning is a form of EQ too. Um, and so the final product of music, and they say, "Oh, dude, it's EQ'd. It's EQ'd." But yeah, don't be afraid of EQ. It's Android with Apple Music versus Apple Music with iOS. Did you find any difference? Um, okay, I don't know. I can hear differences in players. Haha, audiophile time. Yeah. Um, I hear a little bit of difference on Tidal, UAPP, Neutron, Amazon Music, and Apple Music. Apple Music is generally very balanced and a little bit. It's not warm, but the low end is pretty punchy. Yeah, Apple Music. It's natural. It's very natural. Um, but the thing is, I've never my wife. She has an Apple. Um, no, yeah, you're right, Pyroporo. I know. Reviewing the IM by AQM10. It's no. It's dumb. Yeah, I know. It's dumb. Um, I but I know who you're talking about though. Yeah, his opinions are legit, but it's just it. He doesn't come off pleasant to the public in a way. I mean, there are ways to express yourself, but um, he may be saying good points, but his attitude it doesn't come off um, civil in a way. I mean, yeah. Who, hey, this it's a free country anyway. You can do whatever you want, but you know, yeah, yeah. But he's got hot takes, and I can feel the hate too. Like he has so much hate on people, and it's not really, it's not fun to watch someone who has a lot of hate. And I'm not sure if I don't know if was he bullied before, or was he, I don't know, was he attacked before, but the hate is there, man. Like, it's not pleasing to watch. Like when you watch videos, you want to have fun, you're in your bed and you want to have fun or something like that. I mean, some people may like it, like because the supporters, his supporters, I mean, they're smart. I mean, like objectively, they follow it. But there's so much hate. Don't you agree? Like, I mean, I'm chill. I mean, I don't mind if they hit me. I don't care. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy here. Um, if they say I'm getting paid, yeah, okay. If you think like that. Um, but yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, I'm going back to Apple. So Apple Music. The thing is, Anil, I've never. So my M3X, Shanling M3X, I had Apple Music before, and it shows the bitrate, the what's that? The maximum for Apple 700 or something, like their Ultra something 300 or something. I don't know. Yeah. App Apple Music is good on its own because of its library. Yeah. Um, I'll just stick to that. The only difference, uh, yeah, I think I'm. That's why I am thinking of should I continue with my Amazon Music subscription because it's cheaper, or should I go Apple? Um, because Apple's library is good, or should I go YouTube Music? YouTube Music, you have a lot of podcasts in there. Um, but yeah. Oh, is it not Beat Perfect? Yeah, you probably can't. I've not really dug deep into if it's Bit Perfect or not, but when I was using my Android, no, it's not it no. I think if it's a DApp, it's Bit Perfect because it shows the like on Android dapps it shows the bit rate, right? If you're playing high res or something, it shows like that when I was using my Shanling M3X. I don't know. There's no setting too for bit perfect with Apple. I think I just know that it played the right bitrate because with Android phones, no Android phone, not, Android dapps, at least with Shanling, it showed me the right bitrate for the quality of music I chose. Um, and was there a difference? Um, that's debatable, but I would know that the Android was playing high res lossless because it needed a few seconds to stream the file, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like if I skip and it's a high res lossless, it wouldn't play immediately. I would know like, oh, this is a big file and it's streaming that big file. And it showed too, like on the bit rate that oh okay, so it's playing high res lossless. I think is it 300? I forgot. 382. 192. No, it's not. Yeah, it plays 192. This is for Harriet 192. Is it? Is this the highest one? Yeah, it played 192. It showed 192. If it's normal, it shows 48 kilohertz. So at least that's on a Shanling, okay? I don't know with other devices, but yeah. And Shanling is I'm gonna do an experiment here. Let's see for a while. So, all right. So this is bit perfect, and if it's bit perfect, it usually shows. But this is MQA. Let's find. It's MQA. Right. Okay. So 41, 44.1. But if I change that to if I turn it off, Yep. But still, does it play 780? Really? How about that one? If I turn it on. Yes. Right. So my Shanling M3X shows the bit rate, but at least this is from an MQA file though. Like, I don't know if you're into MQA, but um, if it's MQA, it gets converted to like a 768 or something like that. They have like multipliers. And if I turn it off, it goes back to 44.1. If I turn the bit perfect from UAPP. So I think, yeah, Shanling's reading the bitrate quite fine. But I'm not sure with other Android dApps. FIO doesn't show though. Like my JM21, didn't experiment on that. Right. So, any anything you want to buy? Your next purchase? What are some new? Let's see here. I'll check. Oh, nope. Let me check what are some new earphones here. No, yeah, you're fine. What's your daily driver now, Pirate Paro? Yeah, yeah, understandable. Under SL41, you're good. Like, yeah, I think you're fine with the SL41. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for you to upgrade from that. Yes, and it's gonna take like a very good IM, cause like for me, like there's no sense of me like buying I yeah stuff like Lime Ears Terra was nice. It really has its character. Like wow, but it's $1,000 too. Like hey, no way. I'm fine with my the SL 2024s. Like even with the Da Vinci. Heck, even with the Zero Blue too. You know, you're gonna be fine with that. Explorer too, man. Like I really miss the Explorer though. Yeah. It has its character. And I think you've got it, you know, like there's very both sets are very complementary, you know, to each other. If you want a thicker sound, it's, you know, and I think I did that in my review. If you're a musician, you're gonna enjoy it because like everything from the like the groove, the rhythm, it's so clear. So Explorer. Then if you want like I don't know, technical listening is you know SL41 is yeah kind of nice. Brother, are you still there? Yeah, 1000. No, P5 I don't. Okay. So, when I heard the P5 Performer 5, yes. It was a prototype and Timmy so because you know like I was in Japan at that time and Timmy said, "Hey dude, I was at his apartment." He said, "Dude, don't talk to anyone yet, but there's this new brand that came out of nowhere and made this one here. Give it a listen." And I tried it. And I was like, "Oh my god, this is so good." Um, It was really so good. I thought it was like a $500 IM, and he's got the Anole VX, and I could try different sets, like compare it with anything. This sounds so good, man. Like, how much are these? Like, they said it's just gonna be like, I don't know. They're planning on selling it for like around $200. Like, man, it's gonna be a market breaker. Blah blah. And that was the prototype I heard. Okay. And then until I went back to the Philippines, and I got the market, like the what's that? The market version of it. It didn't sound like that. It didn't sound like the prototype at all. So I don't know what they did. Maybe they cheaped on BAs or because they use custom BAs, right? So it may be because of that, but it didn't sound like the prototype. Yep. Like there are always revisions. There are always revisions. So yeah, they graphed pretty close, but I don't know if they used a different DD. It's just I don't know. The market version was it didn't have the separation that it had with the prototype. So if you ask me the Apple P5 that I heard, I'd probably choose the Apple P5 that I heard, the prototype. But yeah, I mean, you don't have a chance to try that, so I'm gonna pick EA1000. Yeah. The thing about EA1000 is, yes, they can be bright depending on the ear tips and depending, of course, on how sensitive you are to different areas. But that passive radiator in there, if you're a drummer, you're gonna appreciate it. It's just so that I've never heard, or at least at that time, I had never heard an IM that would do that. It's crazy. Like the air from the kick drums, it can only be heard by the drummer because like aside from the sound itself, we kind of like hear the p from the kick drum. And that was so interesting to hear from an IM. Like, what? And that's why I gave the bass three. I don't know if other reviewers were able to appreciate that, but yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's that air in there. Oh man, the passive radiator. And after that, I've always like every time I see like, oh, there's a passive radiator. Yeah, that impact is gonna be there, and it's the same with the Dyna Quattro. They have a passive radiator, and the bass is a little bit elevated, but it was kind of similar, but not the soft ears volume S. Is it? Is it the volume S? No. Yeah, I think it has a passive radiator, but I think the design was a little bit different. Yeah, it's the volume S. Yeah, it's their passive radiator is was it on top of the driver? It was not. They say it was dual or something, but it's not because I think the design of the EA1000 passive radiator is a little bit different, isn't it? I think it's the same with DZ4, wherein it's separate. Ooh, AJ, what's up? You're late. Can't find the design of the AA1000, but it looks like it's different. Like when you look at the there's a place for the passive radiator on the EA1000. So I guess it's not on top. I could be wrong. Oh my god. Why didn't I do my research? Hey, what's up with the new sets, AJ? Have you heard the Tense Gem Zero Ultima? Documentary? What kind of documentary? I know the Philippines is so like, man, I don't want to talk politics, but uh oh, you got the Zero Ultima. All right. Um man, there's so many, and you know what? Like it's a yeah, it's a, it's a complete mess right now. Um Objectively though, objectively, I don't wanna tell you which side I am, or maybe you'll have an idea. But objectively, man, like Marcus is, I don't know. He won because of the vice president. I think that's the one reason why he won though. It's because of the team. But um, Duterte already said before he was a president, Marcos is a weak leader. Is yeah. It was illegal. It was illegal. I mean, it it's crazy because I'm now I'm learning a lot about law, and they said like they were working with the Interpol, but they didn't have a red notice. The one who issues a red notice is the Interpol. They have a diffusion order, and the one that issues a diffusion order is usually a country to another country. So, for example, like we have a criminal who went to Hong Kong, and the Philippines would make a diffusion order, give it to Interpol, and Interpol would find that fugitive in Hong Kong. That's the diffusion order. But in our case, the government made a diffusion order from Philippines to the Philippines. It's crazy. Why would you do that? It's like if you have like a sari sari store, you'd buy you'd buy you'd buy Coke from your own sari sari store. Objectively, okay? I'm not saying like subjective stuff. Objectively, that should have been the case, but anyhow, it was an illegal arrest. I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent or something, but definitely they gave up. They gave up Philippine sovereignty. Man, I don't know. Anyhow, I posted tension thread on Hyper Zero Ultima. Oh, okay. Never trust in politics. The friend of today will be. It's crazy with the Filipinos though, because like in developed countries, like in Japan or in the U.S., and people don't talk politics because they know where it's heading. They know it's gonna head to an argument and broken relationship. It's because politics is deeply rooted in choice, like it's an individual choice. It's like arguing that I like mangoes and you like bananas. Let's argue because mangoes are the best. And um but yeah, but Philippines, I think like they post a lot on Facebook, and I think it's only for validation, like it's just a validation that this is their belief and I'm right. Social validation. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna stop with black glasses, sunglasses. uh Yep, they don't. I mean, they know, but they don't discuss it with their friends, or they just don't discuss it because I think it's a personal thing. Um, I have sunglasses. It's my I'm looking for like the Tagoro glasses like AJ was talking about before. I found one on Amazon. Yeah. What are new sets coming now though? Like there's no news on something. It's like I only hear a lot of like Z-God. My god, Z-God is the new upgraded KZ. Oh, is it the DAP? Is it? It's not Android, right? Is it Android? Oh, is it? Really? Which version? Oh, okay, yeah, it's not an Android. Um, does it read M3U files? The thing about like, man, I know if you're it's the UI. Okay. The thing about Winamp, you know Winamp, right? And you know, like in the golden ages, the way we make our library, it's so ridiculously long. You know, like you have to pick one by one, create a playlist, right? Like a folder. The thing about Android is you can make an M3U file. You can use the search button, search the name, put in a playlist. It's easier, and then make an M3U file, like just the it's just the optics, the data. And I'm not sure if it reads it. Oh, okay. So that's nice because I think with the Snow Sky Echo Mini, it's a very good budget DAP, but I can't get to have M3U support, which it's just a shuffle device for me. My daily driver, man, my my table is a mess, but I'll show you anyway. All right, so this is my table here. I've got some cameras in there, and I've got this part here. Um, so all of these are the sets that I really like, and there's Soft Ears, Studio 4, Pilgrim, Da Vinci. I don't really like the SI6 Ultra, Performer 8, the Duno Falcon Ultra, S12 2024s, and the Da Vinci. It's not like a daily driver thing. It's more of like, I want to listen to this one today, or. And I have more here. I'll show you. I'm doing a tour now. So this whole box, not really a box, like stand here. It's all IM. So, right, got. So I got IMs here. There, KZ and stuff. And like the K-Fine EPZ, KZ there, zero, a lot. So I rank them in like their price range, so it's easier to find. So yeah, as you can see, I keep the IMs being sent to me. Oh, are you? Yeah, that's nice. It's nice to take some. Yeah, it's nice to take some break. Yeah, it's because like when I compare something, it's easier to find, and um, I mean, I compare depending on price anyway, so I put them on levels like this one's here around this price range like that, so it's easier. Um, yeah, Timmy though, he does it a little bit differently. He puts them on, like he throws everything, the boxes and everything, and he puts them on Ziplocs. Like really, really saving a lot of space. So typical Japanese. Okay. Yeah, I've tried a Dusk. With the Dusk 2. Dusk 2 is good. Um, yeah, when I tried a Dusk, it was also, I also tried it together with Da Vinci Prototype. And the Da Vinci Prototype had a lesser base. And I like that more, the Da Vinci Prototype. But like Timmy went with the a little bit more bass because I would understand a lot of people like warm, bassy set. Um, so I would understand why he would go with the more bassy signature. But yeah, because of that, I probably prefer the Dusk than the Da Vinci. Yeah, it's clean. I mean, it has a clean sound to it. Um, er, 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 er. So yeah, think I think that is all for today. Um, yeah, what I I don't know. Like I'm Sonsi Memory though, like it's in my title, the SF5. It's a good set. I'm not sure. I think it doesn't have tubes. It graphs weird though. let me let me look at the squeak again if I can upload it. Um, it's not live yet, but Sonic Memory. There we go. SL41. I'm trying to figure out if they're following the like meta or something. It has a strange peak, but it doesn't really come off like that. So I'm trying to figure out. Not Mega 5P as well. Is it the Nova? Or the variations? Yeah, it's like maybe similarly. Okay, it's not live yet, but let me just change the color here. If you can see that there. You see that? Um so that's the Sanjay Memory SF500. It's a little bit strange in there, like the peak is around 3.3 or something. Um it's not timbrally off, and I like how it plays the treble just fine. The bass though, it's nice. It's a fast decaying bass. Um yeah, it's actually nice. I like it's the only thing that I'm really I'll point this out. It came with a defective cable. Um it's not an issue. I have cables to replace, but of course, it feels cheap, but it sounds good. Like it has its own character. Definitely, it has a character. So keep an eye on that. I think Vortex made a review on that. I may check it. You know what he thinks about it. But yeah, that's the Sonic memory there. 1DD4BA. It's around 63 bucks. Huh, 63. Yeah, I think it's okay. But again, with the quality, um, I don't know. Like, I hope you don't get defective ones. Um, but yeah, definitely it's a contender around that. Okay, this one versus Bluetooth. Zero Bluetooth. Bluetooth is tonally great, but I think the separation is better on the Sonic memory. I don't know. The separation is really good. It sounds like around 200 bucks I am. Yeah. So I'll keep my thoughts, like it may change, but for now I have good impressions actually. Or I don't know, maybe my ears are just messed up right now, but I do think that this Sonic memory, I think they're good for the price. But if you already have sets that are good sounding, there's really no reason to buy them. It's more of like if you're coming from KZ and you want to upgrade to like a better, like still natural sounding, but have that like 3D space, then this may be for you. Sonche Mayori. Yeah. All right, that is it for today, guys. It's been fun. Um, I think I'm earlier now because of the daylight saving. Yeah, we're on daylight saving now, so that's why. I mean, it's the same time for me, but the time difference is different because of daylight saving here, so that's why. All right, so yeah, thank you so much, and yep, see you again next weekend. uh I'll give some updates on some stuff. Thank you, guys. Is it autumn? No, it's not. It's going spring. It's going spring now. It's still cold though. Like, even if it's spring, it's still snowing in the mountains out there. So I'm gonna go snowboarding tomorrow because I bought a snowboard, secondhand, of course. But yeah, thank you. And temperature now. It's man, they use Fahrenheit here. They use Fahrenheit. In Celsius, I think it's 42 degrees. In Celsius, that's 6 degrees. But it also depends on the wind, If it's windy, then it feels colder. If it's not, yeah, it's bearable. Right. Thank you, guys. I'll keep you guys updated, and yeah. See you next time. Bye.